everybody. Welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I'm Grace Grella, and wow, is this studio filled with good energy tonight. Woohoo!
Yeah.
We are here for you. We have a very special guest tonight. I'm not even going into the usual opening boule-boo. We're going right to it because we have Pat Longo here this evening. Pat, thank you so much for coming.
You are so welcome. I'm excited to be here.
And I can't believe this is like a deja vu that you said, Grace, don't you remember you met me 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that how life works sometimes?
Yeah, it was actually over 20 years ago. And I said, she's not going to remember who I am, but I remembered you.
Yeah.
And I must live in a fog somewhere because I didn't even know you had this going on and until you invited me on the show. I'm so excited.
Well, I love universal timing, Pat, and we know everything happens at the right place, right time, all the right reasons.
Yep.
And so now the reunion was meant to happen. I'm convinced it was Holly. Holly brought us back together because it was at her house that we first met.
That's right.
Right? Holly Chalnick. And thanks, Holly, Capricorn diva that she is. So she brought us together, and I'm so excited because a healer of your caliber, the world needs you so desperately, darling. Okay?
They're pulling at my sleeves.
I know. And for everybody's edification who isn't aware of your brilliant gift, how were you brought into the healing aspect of it?
Well, I was, my mother was diagnosed with inoperable breast and bone cancer when she was about 69, 68 years old. And I think it was like 1994. And I went to a psychic, and the psychic, I walked in the door and he said to me, you're worried about a woman above you and a male below you. Now I had that appointment for 6 months. And of course I was concerned about my mom. We just heard about it. And he handed me a card and he said, is your mother opposed to alternative methods of healing? And I said, like what? You know, and he said, well, this woman, you know, she has some luck with cancer. So I checked her out. I liked her energy. I asked my mother if she trusted me, and off we went out to Mattatuck somewhere. I could never find the woman again. I wanted to thank her because my mother went into remission and lived until she was 84, and she had inoperable breast and bone. It was in all different areas of her body. And that led me on a search. I already questioned, is there more? And I always felt it from Catholic school on that there was something else going on out there. And I ended up meeting Holly. It was a series of events. My son ran out to my car. He's a teenager. I'm backing out of the driveway and he hands me the local newspaper. He said, I thought you'd be interested in this, Mom. Never would he walk away from sports. I thought it was very strange. But James Van Praagh was actually going to be at in Islandia at the hotel out there at the time. And I ran into Holly. I met her in the ladies' room, and I ended up in her class, and about 3 weeks later, my hands began to burn. And I didn't understand what it was. And I thought thought it was menopause, actually. And I said to my husband, my hands feel like hot pokers, but I don't know why it's just my hands. I thought menopause was everything, and I started touching people, and Holly actually made me touch the first person. I was sitting on her marshmallowy couch, yeah, that white couch, and there was a woman who had some soft tissue damage from a car accident, and she said, Pat, could you move over and let her sit down? Because it was a rainy Monday morning, and she was twisting and turning, and she sat next to me. And then she said, Pat, why don't you put your hand on her leg? And of course, I looked at her like she was crazy because I had no idea what she was talking about. And I put my hand on her thigh, and her pain went away in 2 minutes. So that something crazy just happened, and everything started from there. It just began. Now,
do you find, because I know you can also do distance healing, so it's about just directing your energies, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I work in about 34 countries now, and I Skype with people, and long before there was Skype, I didn't have a computer when I started this, and dating myself, but first I would ask for a picture of someone, and I would just put my hands over the picture. And then I said, well, gee, I really don't need the picture. If I don't have a picture, I'll just write their name on a piece of paper. And then I realized I didn't need that either. I just needed to think about it. And it was a learning process. I really didn't have anybody to teach me because Holly as you know, was psychic, medium. There was no healers in the class. And I couldn't find anything in the library. I was looking in the bookstores trying to find things to help me. And only one book made sense to me, and I kind of put it into perspective and said, okay, this is what I have to do. I have
Barbara Chow's book?
No, it was called Healing Hands. I don't know who wrote it.
I believe that was her first book.
Okay, it disappeared. Somebody borrowed it, and I never saw it again. And I could tell you what it looked like. No, I didn't need it anymore. And
you're like the Prego commercial. It's in there.
It's in there.
That's what Spirit was telling you.
When I first started, I thought, oh, God gave me this gift, I can heal the world. Now that's, of course, ego. It was not meant to be, and it was a good thing, but it was really me thinking I could do this. And I said, no, it's not me. I have to remember that it's not me, it's coming through me. And so when I would begin to heal people, and tumors would go away, this, that, and the other thing would happen, and I would hug them at the end of my session, and they would say thank you, and I'd say, don't thank me, thank God. And I use that to keep me humble.
Right.
I needed it for me. It wasn't for them. I just had to hear it over and over again to remind me in the beginning phases that this is what had to be.
Everybody, I find, Pat, that everybody in the field has that disclaimer for themselves. I always say, I'm just Western Union. I just deliver it, but I do healing energy as well. So it's all about, that's why I say it's love from above. And we get to be the satellite dishes.
Yep. It's funny. I use that with my students all the time. I say, you're satellite dishes. You're all picking things up out there. Yeah. And you have to think of yourself that way. We are limitless.
Absolutely. But what I think everybody needs to know is that you're still giving healing classes, correct? So you still can nurture and bring people through their gifts, as you did for Theresa Caputo. Everybody knows Theresa, and God bless, and how she thought that her anxiety attacks were, a disorder. No, it was a gift. Non-refundable, bada boom.
Non-refundable, exactly. I see more people with anxiety in all these 34 countries. The interesting thing is Theresa was brought to me spiritually so that I could help her with that and that she could open up to her gifts. I helped her to expand those gifts, and she's doing what she's doing, but once she stepped onto that stage, everything came back to me. So all putting me on her website, putting me on her television show brought those 34 countries to me, and they can reach me. So it's just an amazing thing, but most of them are calling me because they have anxiety or because they have gifts and they don't know how to use them. And that's based on Theresa's stuff.
You're a Sagittarian. Sagittarians are natural-born healers and teachers. My brother's a Sag. He's an acupuncture specialist. He's brilliant, not just because he's my brother. He's just really gifted. All Sages are. I think that your awareness of being able to impart that and realize that you're unlimited, it's worldwide,
I want to share. Yeah. I want to share because I'm only one person and I can't do it all.
So you heal thyself, and you give people the tools. It's the old adage of, well, if you teach somebody to fish, they'll eat forever instead of you fishing and feeding them just for the one evening.
It is really important for everybody to know that they have the abilities to heal themselves, that they have the abilities to heal others. I believe that it's all levels, and I explained this today when I was teaching a class, that I believe it has to do with lifetimes that we've lived, how many times we've done this before. Some may have done it 50, some may 1,000, maybe 2. So it's like experience. It's like a PhD in what you do, and that's the way it came through for me.
Yeah, you've been around the karmic block a few times, Pat, right?
I would say so. So I think, I try to separate. The classes that I hold are anyone that are empaths, really, which is mostly everybody that I meet these days. And I separate the healers and the mediums. And then I switch them, and I make them do the other. I'm constantly switching on them. And
so
they look at me like I'm, what? What do you mean?
Well, it's like Nikola Tesla, brilliant scientist that he was, said if you want to understand how the universe works, you have to look at it in frequency, energy, and vibration. And that's the work that we're doing. That's why music heals.
100%.
Yeah, it's the energy, it's the vibration. That's why prayer heals. It's the energy and the vibration and lifting it up. And it's about tapping into that and keying into that. And it gets reinforced with that confidence that, you know, it's, I look at you and I want to use the example of the Wizard of Oz. You know, here you are, the wizard, saying you had the power, you know, you had the power all along, Scarecrow. You had the brilliance. Here's your diploma.
That's
and
right.
all of a sudden he started espousing all the mathematical theorems. That's what you do. I think you give people permission to connect within themselves and really utilize what they were blessed with.
Absolutely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I was told a long time ago by somebody, you know, a psychic somewhere along the line, or maybe it was in an automatic writing from someone, that I was put here to ascend people. And all the people in my soul group. So I know.
Today's Ascension Thursday. Just
Yeah,
saying.
I know. Just saying. Okay. You know, I just feel like everybody that comes through my door is supposed to be there. And some of the people come in my class and they're like, gee, I don't know. I'm not like them. And, you know, she does this and I do that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. I said, if you came through my door, you're supposed to be here.
Exactly.
Okay?
If you're here for a reason.
You're here for a reason. And just
put
be
my glasses
patient.
on. Pardon me. Deborah. So we can get Deborah on the line. Deborah, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Woohoo! You made it through, Deborah.
I did.
How can Pat help you tonight? Or myself? What's your question?
Health and happiness. How's that?
Health and happiness. I think she wants you.
I hear Al Green in my head. Love and happiness. Whoa. Okay. Now, you're a Taurus?
Yes.
Okay. So it's all about love. It's all about, but the right one this time. Now, have you been married twice, Deborah?
Just once.
Oh, there's going to be another one. That's good news. So, you know, all it takes is the right one. Sometimes karmically we enter into relationships, and then once that has been satiated, either we move on or they move on in different ways, okay? It's like my ex-husband, God rest his soul. I divorced him before he passed. And I laughed and I said, well, he died because he just couldn't live without me. Bada bum. And so, which was true. I nursed him through 3 open heart surgeries. So it's about recognizing that your relationships have to be defined by what makes you happy. You, in the past, with relationships, have always been a people pleaser. You know, let me fit the mold of what I think they want. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Girlfriend, they see you. The angels know what you're doing. And they're saying, you know, give that up, honey. It's your turn. It's about you. It's about defining, you know, what you really need to make yourself happy in a relationship. And there used to be a song, let's get right down to the real nitty-gritty. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and that's what you have to do. You have to really define that. And so that this next marriage will be it for the rest of the time on the planet. So congratulations on that. Now, do you have two children?
4.
Oh, how come I'm seeing 2 boys?
I have 2 boys and 2 girls.
Okay, I'm seeing the 2 boys. So the girls must be fine. They're happy. You're not worried about them. It's the boys you're worrying about. Is that correct?
One of them mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's a mother's job. You worry about them all, but there's a reason that the angels have shown me you 2 boys. Okay. And I want to say that they must occupy your thoughts more. That they need a little bit more guidance, maybe in your estimation. I'm hearing your mother's prayers are going to be answered by the end of June.
Good.
Yeah. So woohoo! So that's pretty good. And also, do you have any plans to go to Florida, honey?
Yeah, I plan to move there next year.
Okay. So they're saying your plans for Florida are what's really going to, that's where your love zone comes in. That's where you're going to meet the love of your life. You had to move to find them.
Okay.
You got to track that man down, girlfriend, and you're going to do it. Okay, so
Cool.
It's going to be fabulous, this next marriage. And I know sometimes, you know, you have a bad first one, you go, oh, I don't want to do that again. Please, God, why? Well, you know, it's only that way if it's not the right situation. And you had that situation so you'd have your beautiful children. and the best is yet to come. That's the message you have to hear tonight.
Good.
Okay? So thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in, Deb.
Thank you.
Lots of love, honey.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I love when they do that. Like the angels have such a great sense of humor.
Yes, they do.
They really do. And it just brings me so much joy sometimes. And sometimes they really, put you in your place because I'm nosy. So I'll ask in my head the question I know the other person wants to ask, or maybe just because I want to know. And they'll say, oh, no, that's not for you to know. And they'll let you know right away.
They close you down.
Absolutely. Hopefully they won't close down for another Debbie. Debbie, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. Ooh, sweet voice. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Debbie? We sound like the
Yeah.
Verizon commercial here, woman. Can you hear me now?
I know.
Okay. What's your question, sweetheart? You have a healing question for Pat?
I just really have a question, like my finances, basically.
Oh, it's money. Love and money.
You again.
Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Well, it's going to be you
Yeah, it's
after
okay.
I
It's
handle
okay.
this. Because we're going to bring
I
John
answered
Ponzi up
questions
to
all morning
the
this-
microphone. Okay. Debbie, you want to know about money and you want to know about finances. And I'm hearing that there's something to do with who's Frank to you, please?
Oh my gosh, that's my father-in-law.
It's your father-in-law, okay. That Frank has something to do with good news. Because of him, more money is coming into your life before the end of this summer. So before the end of August, darling, all right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, and also there's something to do. Are you self-employed, honey?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because I'm hearing that there's some sort of contract that's either getting renewed or expanded. And it's going to, like, money up front for you.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Now, do you have 2 children, honey?
Yes, I do actually, a boy and a girl.
Yeah. I'm hearing you have 2 beautiful angels. They always say kids are angels, even if their halos are a little crooked from time to time. But your kids really are angels. All right?
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, and I'm not making that up. It's coming straight from above with love. And there's something to do with a wedding. You're going to need this money for a wedding.
My son actually just got married.
Oh, okay. So congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
So this is going to be more money for you because you love to gift them with what they need, as all mothers do. And but you know what? You need a vacay, sweetheart. The angel said you need a little. You're always doing for everybody else, and you need time to kind of fill yourself back up. And
Oh, wow.
that this is going to be offered to you in August. It's something about a nice little vacay sway in August for you.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right? And it gets paid for because of the business situation.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So God bless you. Thanks for calling in.
And everybody looks good. Everybody looks healthy.
Hold on. I'm going through the Rolodex. Tick, 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 tick.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
No, don't be. Never apologize for what you need. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
And I'm hearing that you have to watch out for a mild food allergy, I'm hearing.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say it's gluten. I'm seeing bread and stuff like that. So you might just take it easy on the bread and the gluten, okay?
Okay.
All right, because it affects your energy levels and your digestive system. When you're not feeling good, your tummy and your digestive system is like your Achilles heel.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I understand.
Okay. So they just want you to be 100%. Right now you may be 92. They want you at 100. Okay?
Oh, thanks. Everybody around me looks healthy too? Like,
Yes, babe. No, not to worry. The angels are on the job.
Yeah, because my dad just got sick, and he's better now, but I just want to make sure he stays better.
Yeah, but he's his heart. Is his heart the problem?
Well, it's actually
cholesterol?
dehydration. I'm sorry?
Does he have cholesterol issues?
He actually was dehydrated.
There's something to do with his heart. I keep seeing his heart valve.
He has
listen
an
to her.
irregular heartbeat.
He has an irregular heartbeat? Okay. Do me a favor. Make sure he's a good boy and watches his diet and watches his nutrition. And if I were you, I'd take him for a stress test
Okay.
to a
Okay,
cardiologist. Okay?
Oh, actually, okay, he's going to go see his cardiologist next week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What a coinky dink.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he had gotten dehydrated and his heart went to AFib from it.
All right. So this is the universe's way of bringing you around to where the problem is. They're trying to get your attention to where it needs to be. Okay. And I'm glad. Thank you, all the angels, that he's seeing his cardiologist next week, because they're going to tell you what I'm telling you right now. All right. But he will be fine.
You.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
Oh.
May God bless you.
Oh, right back at you, honey. It's Ascension Thursday. We got Pat Longo here. She ascends people. We're woohoo! We're in the good zone.
We're all going to be on the ceiling soon.
Thanks for calling
may
in.
God bless you for what you bring to people, too.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are blessed.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You,
Okay,
have a great night.
You too, doll.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Now, John Ponzi, this is somebody who needs you. Okay, John, could you please stand up to the mic and explain to Pat about your automobile incident? Well, actually, it was on your motorcycle, right?
My motorcycle.
Yeah.
So my wife says I never tell the full story, but I work somewhere between 60 to 80 hours a week. I own a very successful computer company. 12 years ago, I was on my motorcycle. Somebody made a left-hand turn and hit me. I got a broken ankle, compression fracture in my back, fractured kneecap. Every disc in my neck and my back are herniated.
Oh.
And lately and I don't take any painkillers. I do everything natural. I go to Grace's brother 2 to 3 times a week. I have a hot tub. I have an inversion table. I watch what I eat for the anti-inflammatories, take a lot of vitamins, and I dealt with it for a really long time, sucked up the pain. 90% of my customers have no clue that I have a problem, but lately it's been really, really bad that I've been discussing of maybe closing up the business because I just can't handle the pain.
Okay. Is it more lower back that you have?
Yeah,
I
lower
know the
back.
legs.
Yeah, lower back and neck is really, really bad. My left leg is always numb. My left hand is always numb. I can't really grab things with my hand because I'm just always dropping it.
Do you have problems in the shoulder on the left side?
It's funny
Like
you
in
say
the
that
scapula?
because yesterday somebody cut me off in the truck and I had to jam on the brakes and now my left shoulder's killing
Shoulder
me.
hurts.
She's feeling
Well, it's when you told me about your hand and the arm and not being able to feel or having the tingling or numbness, that's usually coming in from between the scapula and the neck. So whatever the disc is on the neck, it kind of works its way right across the shoulder and into the back. If I put my hands on you, I could touch it everywhere and it would hurt. I mean, you'd feel it. But you may not feel it right now, but when I touch it, you're going to feel it. And I mean, her brother with the acupuncture should be able to help at least that area of the neck. And look, I love acupuncturists. I think they're great. I go just for the sake of going, you know, but I'd be more than happy to give you a shot and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The acupuncturist, Bert, absolutely helps me, but I push myself. You know, I'm up and down on ladders. I'm on my hands and knees. I'm doing stuff that everybody's yelling at me not to do.
Well, you also have to reach a point in time where you say, okay, I really shouldn't be doing this anymore. Okay. I mean, I've come to that. I don't lift heavy things anymore that I always did. I'm a little person, but I've always had strong arms and shoulders, and I did things. I used to push cars and to get them started, lift washing machines with my husband. Crazy, stupid things. I don't do things like that anymore. I let other people do it for me because I have to think about what I'm doing for my body right now. We are human beings, okay? So those discs are being affected all the time. So what I would do in a healing, I do many different things in my head besides channel the energy through me, but I focus on the discs. And I imagine the discs filling up with the proper amount of fluid. And I'm telling you this because you can do this yourself as well. I imagine them filling with the proper amount of fluid to support the skeletal system and take the pressure off, to unimpinge the nerves that have been pressed and compressed and trapped because of all the scar tissue that's going on in your body as well. I remove scar tissue. There's a lot of different things that I do. They do, I should say. But my brain kind of works my way through it as I go. Same thing with you. It's all about your skeletal system. So I put my hands on you and we'll see what happens at the end of the show. Okay, if you feel a little bit better.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Now, is this something you can do on camera, or do you have to do it off camera?
I can do anything on camera. It only takes 5 minutes.
Come here,
I put
John,
him in my chair.
Because I, personally, I would love to see your energy.
100%.
Yeah,
We have to change
in motion,
seats.
in action.
Yeah, let me move it around. Go ahead. With your orange, bright orange sneakers. My kids have bright orange everything. Sit back. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch you on the shoulders, then I'm going to put my hands above your head. Then I'm going to come back to your shoulders and then on your head. Okay, it takes all of about 5 minutes. Now, I don't talk, but I'm going to tell you to keep your eyes closed. And I want you to tell, you're very, very hot here. I want you to speak if you feel anything going on, and it could even be in your toes. Okay? All right, so keep your eyes closed. I'm going to go into a zone. Okay? So my eyes are shut. And what's your first name?
John.
John.
I don't know about you, John, but I can feel it from here.
Yeah, I definitely feel something in my lower back right now.
If you're watching live, don't go away. We'll be right back to see the miracle of Pat Longo.